it's all gear and stuff. No problem. Go take the same gear
And be like you.
and be like me. Let's see.
What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with the guy whom people are considering the biggest wildcard and the X Factor in this upcoming Arnold lineup, Carlos Thomas Jr. So he appeared on the Real Bodybuilding podcast today, and as we are now less than 4 weeks out of this upcoming Arnold, everyone wants to know what's Carlos's mindset and what are his realistic expectations.
To be a top 10 Olympian this year. And what better place than this Arnold to, really test the waters and see what it's worth.
Because this is the most difficult lineup of his pro career so far. I mean, the man has only done one show so far. So that is kind of implied already, considering this is the second biggest show of the year. Now somehow Carlos keeps on mentioning about that comparison with the former Miss Olympia Derek Lunsford, not implying that is going to beat him. But Carlos thinks he's going to be very comparable against a guy like Derek Lunsford, and that too in every shot, except for the back double biceps. Which is kind of insane if you think about it, because this is a former Miss Olympia we are talking about, and Carlos hasn't even won a pro show just yet. But he's a genetic freak, and nobody can deny that.
The person I want to stand next to and be compared to is Derek. So top 5 would be my goal, but to be standing and compared to Derek is something that I really want to see happen.
So previously in the Menace podcast with Dennis James, Carlos said he ain't even thinking about anything outside of that top 4. But this time he said he wants to make top 5, and even to accomplish that task, he will have to beat some very big names like Akeem Williams, James Hollingshead, Brandon Curry, William Bonac. So everyone is talking about how big this year is gonna be for the men's open class, because so many guys are making a comeback. But Carlos seems really confident about this prep and how it has gone so far with his current coach Patrick Tuor. Now him working with Patrick Tuor pretty much guarantees that this is gonna be a far better condition, a far better package, this time compared to what we saw at Texas Pro back in 2023. And that was the only pro show that he has done so far. That was actually his pro debut. And what if Carlos has made some real improvements, even in the back shots? That combined with conditioning, could Carlos be the breakout star of 2025? And we keep on mentioning that 2025 is probably gonna be the best overall bodybuilding season, because almost everyone wants to compete a lot more this time because of the increased prize money. And Carlos also has the same plan. He's doing the Arnold Brazil, as well as Detroit Pro, and possibly some other shows as well, like FIBO Germany, Pittsburgh Pro, and the New York Pro as well. Because if his body allows him to do that, he will surely do multiple shows this year.
Well, there's Arnold South America, where my sponsor Darkness is, Integral Medica. And then there's FIBO as well. So I'm having to make a decision. But they're relatively close to after the Detroit.
Right.
And I mean, there's so many good shows, like just Pittsburgh and New York. Like,
guys, Mr. Olympia Signature Series is now live on hostel.com. Use the code FAZI10 to get 10% discount and click the arrow below to check out all the hostel products. Next up, we have the off-season physique update from Nihat Kaya. So the symmetry that is showcasing right now, even in the off-season, that is gonna blow away your minds. So for those of you guys who do not know, this guy is just 22 years old and is weighing 226 pounds in this physique update, which by the way clearly indicates that we are looking at another future men's open bodybuilder. Because if he keeps on going at this pace, the way he has done in the last couple of years, very soon he won't even fit into that 212 category. Now some parts of his physique, they are very similar to the reigning 212 Olympia champion Keone Pearson, especially the way his physique flows, especially in that front relaxed. And believe it or not, this man right now is at the same weight as the reigning Olympia champion Keone Pearson. Now I'm not saying he is gonna beat Keone at the Olympia this year, but do not be surprised at all if not only he gets to the Olympia stage this year, makes his Olympia debut, but also finishes in the top 3 or maybe as high as top 2 at his Olympia debut. This is literally how good this guy is, how great he is in the amount of muscle this guy has been able to pack on in the last 2 years, and that is totally insane. So he placed second at Dubai Pro last year, behind Angel Calderon. And if he had a bit more muscle maturity, a bit more density, he would have won that show. Because there were so many people who were saying that Nihat Kaya should have won that show even last year. Now he also had some visa problems last year. So I'm guessing he's going for Dubai Pro once again. And why not? It's $40,000 in prize money, which makes it the biggest 212 show of the year after the Olympia. So where did you guys see Nihat Kaya placing at his Olympia debut this year? Guys, Gorilla Wear is offering a massive discount of up to 70% right now. Use the code Fazi10 to get 10% extra discount. Breon Ansley is climbing up on that weight scale, and that too very fast. So I do remember the last time Breon hit that 220 pounds mark. It was back in 2023, before those new classic physique weight regulations were introduced. And Breon made the announcement after the Olympia back in 2022 that is switching over to the 212 division. Now, if we take account of his age, it would have been better if Breon stayed in the 212 during that period, because he isn't getting any younger. And the chances of him putting on more size, especially on his quads, that diminishes more and more, because the man is already 45 years old. So Breon's evolution in classic physique, where he did not even miss one Miss Olympia, starting from 2016 to last year in 2024, that is a testament to his drive and his dedication to the sport of bodybuilding. So one thing is absolutely guaranteed. Breon is gonna give it his all once again and leave no stones unturned for his comeback in the 212. And yes, this is a comeback because Breon originally started his career in the 212 division. So two of the top classic physique guys who switched over from classic to the 212, Keone and the late George Peterson, they had massive success even in the 212. So what do you guys think? Will Breon also have the same level of success in the 212 class? Because even if he places in the top 5 at his 212 Olympia debut, that is gonna be such a great achievement. Next up, we have an update from Andrew Jack. As Andrew is hitting that 4 weeks out mark, the man is looking so damn impressive. So why people accuse him of having oil in his arms? That just isn't understandable. He legit has such great arms. And if we compare his physique from Texas Pro 2023 versus what we saw last year, the arms came up big time, and Andrew's already great looking front double biceps, that became even more impressive. Now real talk, can anyone beat Andrew Jack in that front double biceps if the man is 100% on? His height, along with that weight, with that incredible symmetry, and that unbelievable midsection, I believe he beats every single guy in the men's open bodybuilding right now, especially in the front double biceps and the front lat spread. And the closest to him in a shot like the front lat spread, that is Samson Dauda, because of the similar height and the structure.
Low IQ or mindset. They say, yeah, after all, you're using it's all gear and stuff. No problem. Go take the same gear
and be like you.
and be like me. Let's see.
Now it seems like the prep has finally hit Andrew Jack, because he responded to all the people out there who ignore all the hard work and dedication and insane work ethic, and people who are just fixated on that gear side of things. So the last time Andrew did the Arnold, he placed top 3. And interestingly, Samson Dauda became the Arnold champion that year. Now Andrew is bound to finish at least in the top 3, but can he shock the bodybuilding world and beat both Samson Dauda and Derek Lunsford? So Bodybuilders Without Borders IG page, they posted this video of the legend from the 90s, Andrea Munzer, the most ripped man in the history of bodybuilding. So how amazing is the fact that there have been so many great pros from the 90s who the fans do not really know about because they weren't top Olympians. But Andrea Munzer, on the other hand, is one of those guys who has forever cemented his legacy in the history books because he was shredded beyond belief. And the fact of the matter is, the man never even won a single pro show in his pro career, and he died at the age of 32. So all the living legends of the 90s who saw and competed against Andrea Munzer, even a guy like Milos, who has a very keen eye on current bodybuilding, he claims that when it comes to being super sliced and diced and shredded, nobody has ever came close to the level of Munzer. But his career is a perfect explanation that conditioning alone just cannot win you shows, especially in the men's open. that has always been about size and mass monsters. I know I will get some comments that I'm being biased towards Samson Dauda, the reigning Miss Olympia. But take a look at his travel schedule after Samson Dauda is done with this upcoming Arnold. When was the last time you guys remember a champion traveling all around the world when he was the reigning Olympia champion as the biggest ambassador of the sport? And what more do you want from a champ who is doing his best to promote the sport all across the world? Now Samson is having a very hard time right now because these are the final few weeks when the food is very down and the cardio is up and the carbs are very low. But he's so certain that he has already surpassed his Olympia 2024 winning look.
This time going on the stage, we already know that the look is going to be better than the Olympia look, and already that is something that's exciting to see, come that stage time. And obviously working with Mel, she's figured this stuff out so well and how to pick me into a show that she don't miss.
And as fans, we are also so excited to see this new package of Samson Dauda. Now bodybuilding has given him all the stuff that he ever dreamed of, and the man is giving it all back as much as he can as the biggest champion of the sport. Now let's just hope that both Andrew and Derek Lansford, they also bring their best in 4 weeks time at this upcoming Arnold, and we can witness a very close battle. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.